How to use severe, sever, and severely confidently in English. Stay tuned. Greetings, colleagues. My name is Timothy Barrett. This is the For Business English Rundown. This is a show for all those who want to improve their professional communication skills in English. Today we're going to discuss 3 words: severe, sever, and severely. How to use these words and how to use them confidently. So these words are very similar, but they are spelled differently and pronounced differently, of course. To better understand them, I think we're going to have to look at them on the screen. So let me pull them up and we'll kind of go through them, what they mean, and then we're going to look at some examples. How would we use these in context in a few different ways? So let's get into it. All right, severe, sever, severely. Let's look at these words, kind of go through the definitions, and look at some examples of how we might use them. So the first word is sever, sever. This is a verb, an action word. It means to divide by cutting or slicing, especially suddenly and forcibly. So to sever, to cut ties, or to lose a limb. It's usually not a positive thing if something is severed. So sever. Now let's look at severe. Sever, severe. Severe is an adjective. It describes another word. So this is strict in judgment or discipline, causing discomfort or hardship, or to a great degree, almost kind of like very. So severe. And then the last one, severely. So we have sever, severe, severely. So this is the adverb version of the adjective severe. Now it's describing a verb, an action word, severely. Causing great damage or hardship with sternness or in a severe manner. So severe and severely, obviously related, it's just the adjective or the adverb version, whereas sever, it's the verb, it's a very different word, but I think you can see how the root is very similar. It has a similar meaning, even though it's in a verb, it means something very different. Now let's look at some examples. We'll go through sever first. This type of accident could easily sever a limb, to cut it off completely. Not just injure it, but to cut it off. A limb meaning like an arm, a leg, something like that. Their relationship is very toxic, and her best option is to sever all contact with them. So if we talk about sever a limb, we mean it literally. The limb got cut off. Sever all contact is more metaphorical, that we're not going to contact that person ever again. We're not going to call them, we're not going to write them, we're not going to see them. We're severing all contact. After they failed to deliver the last shipment on time, the company has decided to sever the contract with them. In other words, to end the contract, to break the contract, to cancel the contract. When Carl was arrested, his employer fired him and severed all ties with him. So obviously the last 3 sentences are very similar how they're using sever, all in a metaphorical sense, not necessarily literal. Let's move on to severe. The injury is severe. It's very serious, very dangerous. There is a severe weather warning for today and tomorrow. So the government or the weather service says there's severe weather, dangerous weather ahead for today and tomorrow. Be careful. This snowstorm was not as severe as the last one. In other words, it wasn't as bad. It wasn't as serious. Don't make your teacher angry. She is very severe. So here it means she's very strict. If you get her angry, watch out. And severely. She was severely injured in the car accident. In other words, her injuries were very severe, whether we use it as an adverb or an adjective. When he found out she was in a car accident, he was severely worried. He was very worried, seriously worried. After the breakup, he was severely depressed. Seriously depressed, very suppressed. It's very depressed. The company deals severely with any violations of the rules. So here it means that they take it very seriously. Maybe people will get fired. They're not going to just ignore it. They're not going to just give a warning and forget about it. They're going to deal with it severely. So be careful. If you have any questions about these examples or other examples, let me know in the comments. Hopefully it was very helpful to see it in kind of black and white to look at how these words are often used. All right, it's time to conquer that like button and make it ours. Please like and subscribe. Work hard today and enjoy tomorrow.